Hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, we are in a lunar eclipse, solar eclipse season, and this will go, the energies from this actually bookend 6 months from now at the next solar and lunar eclipses. So, what I'm going to do is a prediction for the world. I'm going to use my Thelema tarot cards and my Thelema Lenormand. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down 6 Lenormands for each of the 6 months, and then we'll do clarifiers for each month. So September, October, November, December, January, February. All right. So, and today is the eclipse, so that's why I waited for today to do it. So the energies are really strong today. World predictions, please. World predictions. Eclipse to eclipse. Eclipse to eclipse. Full moon. And then the matching 6 months full moon. So we got full moon in Pisces today. And then the matching full moon in Virgo in February. Predictions, please, for the next 6 months. World predictions. World predictions, please. What is the underlying energy going to be for the month? What is the inner going to be for the month? Cards are ready. Okay, for September. Oh, child. So either children are going to be in the news, or new beginnings, new starts. Wow, for October, we have love. Maybe we'll see people getting married, engaged, businesses coming together. Now, for this November, we have the Tower. So the Tower is things from the past. It's things that are enduring. So we could see the Tower. It's completely different than the Tarot. Oh, and the Key for December. December might be a very good month. January, oh, the Scythe, Harvest, and February, the Anchor. Interesting, the Anchor showed up for the Royals reading too for February. So something is going to happen in February that will be an anchor in our lives. Underlying, oh, the mice, loss. The mice are coming to eat up everything. Could this be the continuation of the illegal immigration that's going on around the world, using up all our resources, nibbling away at our taxes and whatnot? Okay, so something definitely from the past is going to affect these next 6 months. I think we're going to see the end of some important couples. And we are definitely going to see the beginning of new collaborations. People opening the doors to new ideas. We're going to see the birth of some big projects. Perhaps projects that have been shelved in the past are going to come up. One of the things I saw, and I'm thinking of right now in this uncoupling here, is Kraft and Heinz were amalgamation, and they are actually called Kraft and Heinz, and they're actually splitting up. So we might see more of that, of companies that have been together for quite a while split up. We just saw Crown Royal is splitting their operations so that they have a presence in the United States. So we could see things like that, like especially old companies from the past, old stabilizing companies from the past, things from the past that we thought are for sure. We might see all of a sudden an ending to them, the end of it, the wrapping up, shall we say. I'm gonna say this next 6 months, even though we're in Virgo season and we end in Virgo season, and this is actually the October card, the harvest and whatnot. I'm gonna say it's going to be more young people in the news, especially young males. I think we're going to continue to see nibbling away at losses for people, price of food, being out of reach for people, continued perhaps job losses, uh, things that were stable that you think, oh, I'm with it such and such a company, I'll never lose my job. Yeah, don't you can't think like that in these next 6 months. All right, let's get some clarifiers. So what I do is I put 3 cards on each. I think we're going to see a lot of nostalgia for for a lot of nostalgia from the past, and it's going to feel new and fresh though. Oh, look at that, the clock agrees with me. All right, so on the child card, are we going to see a baby boom in September? And that could be like the pregnancies. Are we just going to see a lot of startups, a lot of fresh ideas, birthing of new ideas, birthing of new companies? Let's get some clarifiers. What's going on for the rest of September, please? Rest of September. Rest of September, please. 3 clarifying cards. Ooh, the High Priestess. 9 of Cups. Oh, the Tower in reverse. See, I told you the Tower is different. You know, I think, and this is a big trend that's going on now. I think we are going to see more and more people reject alcohol. People are going to start using their own intuition, and I think we're going to see a big rejection of alcohol, of gluttony. I think people are going to start to go back. I think people are really going to start to go back to basics here. I do see a man-made issue. If the Tower was upright, that's the hand of God. That's your earthquakes and hurricanes and whatnot. And it's in reverse, so it's the hand of man. And with the 9 of Cups here, it could be wishes that come true, but sometimes what you wish for, you should be careful what you wish for, because sometimes it does come true. There's going to be something here that's a big disaster. My 9 of Cups is also the drinking card, the gluttony card. Too much food, too much, anything you put in by mouth, too much to drink, too much food. And here we go back to basics. And the reason I'm saying that is she's holding a pomegranate, so she's holding food. So I'm wondering if we are going back to basics with some kind of health issue, going back right back to the beginning. I wonder if it has something to do with children. I wonder if we're going to hear something that we give children way too many vaccines. Not anti-vax, everybody hold the phone. I'm just saying, I'm wondering if we're going to hear some kind of secrets coming out about that. I'm seeing blue. Look at all the blue here. Pfizer, for example. I wonder if we're going to see something about that, about the children, about all the vaccines that the children are getting. October. So October with the heart here, that's love, that's part coming together with people you love. Just a general overall happy feeling, peace. Are we going to see peace in some warring factions? Are we going to see a peace treaty in October? Well, anyways, let's see. Let's clarify, please, what's going on in October with the underlying heart card. Oh, see that cut? Interesting. Only one. Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's the contract. Ace of Wands in reverse. And the 3 of Swords in reverse. End of betrayal. I think we are going to see a contract for peace in... I automatically wanted to say Middle East. I was hoping it would be Russia. I'm going to say I think we're going to see some kind of peace in the Middle East. Could be both. Could be both, but we don't have a 2 here. We have a sword, so that's the contract, the Ace of Wands, somebody putting down, and this is the betrayal, the end of the betrayal. So I'm going to say in the month of October, which is interesting because that's after one of their big cycles, one of the big Jewish cycles, and after Rosh Hashanah, I think we're going to see peace in the Middle East. I think that's the contract we're going to see. All right, so that's what I'm calling there. Tower card. That was easy. That was really easy. Oh, it popped out. Nope, it didn't pop up upright. If it pops up facing me, then I play it. If it pops up down, just means it wants to continue to shuffle. It just wants a different place in the shuffle. Okay. Clarify the Tower card, please. Clarify the Tower card. And I don't think I checked to see if all of these are in. I guess I could scooch this over. Sorry about that. Okay. Clarify the Tower card, please. Five of Wands. The Hanged Man. Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, so that's November. I think something that is very stagnant is going to remain stagnant. Something that's a hold it. I think we might see a funeral in November. Somebody who's been struggling. This would be a self-inflicted funeral. Somebody who's been really struggling for a very long time. They may be hospitalized because the tower can be a hospital, or they perhaps jump out of a big tower. So somebody who's been struggling for a very long time, and it will be somebody who is quite prominent because this is the world. I think that's what we're going to see in November. I'm going to call it right now. I think we're going to see somebody self-funeral. Somebody who's been struggling for a very long time. Is it out of a tall building? Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Or they could just be the Hanged Man. But they've definitely been struggling for a long time. Okay. November, December. December, the key. The key. So are we going to have a good December? The key is great success. It opens a lot of doors, but it also locks a lot of doors. So if there's somebody that, if you are doing Lenormand and you get the key, and there's somebody or something that you just want out of your life, it's a good time to close that door and throw away the key. But if you want something to open up in your life, it's a great time to open doors to careers, to business, contracts, get yourself out of a cage if you're in a rut, that kind of thing. December, please. Clarify December, please. Clarify December, please. Clarify December, please. What's going on? The Emperor. So obviously a world leader. Temperance in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We might see a world leader in some kind of money issue, something to do with losing money, with hiding money. Um, that's what I'm looking with this key, with this Temperance in reverse and Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the key, they've locked away the money. So perhaps it's in a um, in a Swiss bank account, or one of the Caribbean islands kind of thing, that they've hidden this money away. I'm thinking, obviously it's here because we'll hear about it, but it's a world leader. It's going to be something to do with their money that they've locked away, or we're going to discover it. The key is going to open the door, open that safety deposit box, and we are going to see that this world leader has money stashed away. And you know who came to mind immediately was Zelensky. Everybody knows he's doing money laundering. That money's not trickling down to the soldiers or the people. And I think we're going to discover that in December. I honestly do. I think we'll discover a safety deposit box or a safe or something, that the door is opened, and there it is, the Ace of Pentacles and the Temperance, bad money, and there's the world leader sitting on it. But it could be anybody. It could be any world leader that has discovered hiding money. It's definitely hiding money, 100%. 100% will be discovered. Again, some kind of safe or safety deposit box, locked away somewhere. Okay, so that's December. January now. What's with this scythe? Endings, harvest. December, January, scythe. And look at, that's a J even. Is this going to be the markets? 3 cards, please. Is this going to be the markets? Because it's harvest and diamonds. Is this going to be, what is 3 clarifiers for January, please? 3 clarifiers for January. Six of Cups in reverse. 7 of Wands in reverse. King of Cups upright. Again, this is some doctor. This is definitely a doctor who's done something that is some kind of big surgery. The scythe can also be surgical, right? And we have 7 of Wands in reverse, 6 of Cups in reverse. He does some kind of surgery that is, because the King of Cups can be a doctor, right? It could be a heart surgeon, cardiologist, or an internist, or some such thing, especially with the scythe. And what he's done is indefensible. They've done something, they're outed, and they're going to discover that they've been doing it for quite a while. So perhaps like serial killer kind of thing. Some King of Cups that we actually have in the world is, you know who I'm thinking of? Bill Gates. He's a Scorpio. And what he's done is indefensible. He's been doing it for quite a long time. And there's in Magic Juice, he gives a lot of people and pushes. So it doesn't have to be a surgeon. It actually could be him. And I did another prediction, and he is going to be in the news about something. I think this is in January, Bill Gates is up for exposure somehow. Perhaps it's tied to this money that's being hidden, right? He got some kind of leader to agree to do all his fancy schmancy doctoring work that he's not a doctor. So the money, and then it's just like, well, who paid you the money? There he is. All right, February. On with the good news. Because remember, we got losses here. We're gonna see lots of losses. We got a tower moment here. We're going. I mean, obviously, when you have a peace treaty, one side is the loser. We've got somebody here jumping or hanging. We've got losses of money here, and now we have some kind of loss of respect. Let's find out what's going on with the anchor. Let's find out what's going on with the anchor, please. What's going on with the anchor? Clarify, please. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Remember, anchor can be stabilizing or it can be a drag. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. And the Ten of Wands in reverse. I think this is going to be stabilizing to us. I think that there's going to be some kind of a release of a burden, right? So a drag on something, whether it's the economy. I think it's going to be something to do with AI. The Ace of Swords is my AI card. I think we're going to see some real advances in AI in February. Some kind of release of shackles. Perhaps this is even censoring. Maybe we're going to stabilize our censoring laws, right? Because here the Page of Pentacles is your salesman. And when he's upright, he's selling you something you can generally trust. Look at this shiny thing. Don't you want this shiny thing? Oh, this shiny thing, it can slice and dice. And he'll even fold the clothes up in the dryer. When it's in reverse, he's a snake oil salesman. When he's lying to you, he's pressuring you. And what he's selling is bad goods. He's selling you rotten tomatoes. All right. And that's on the anchor. So perhaps what we've been sold about AI, because it's my AI card, we are going to hear the truth about what AI really is, and we'll be unburdened by this. And then it becomes stabilizing and not a drag. Also, you could also say this is censorship. Censorship is a drag. It's not stabilizing. And we've been told it's to stabilize us. And the truth is, it's not. So we'll be unburdened by the censorship laws. So both of those things could happen, but it has something to do with words, right? Swords are words. Whether you think the words or say the words or write the words, I think we're going to hear some truth about either censorship, or we're going to hear some truth about AI. And it's actually going to stabilize us, not be a drag, because it would be a drag if the Ten of Wands is still upright, but it's in reverse. So it tells me that it's the end of the drag and it's the stabilization. So we're going to see something with that. Hallelujah, right? Everybody figure it out. Nobody's going to jail over a bad tweet, right? But also, you cannot just post something online and lie about somebody. You have to have receipts. You have to have proof. That's part of the problem with what's going on right now. What's the underlying? Six of Wands. So generally, and look at this is a six. Generally, overall, we'll be happy with things in 6 months. It looks like a lot of things are going to clear themselves out. Trash takes itself out, in other words. So we'll, at the end of 6 months, as the world, look at this, and we even have the sun and moon on here. So we have the lunar and solar eclipse on here. Isn't that interesting? Don't you love it? I think we are going to see victory at the end. We're going to feel a lot better. We're going to feel lots more stable. We're going to feel like some things have been accomplished, right? That might have something to do with the loss. Sometimes losing some things is a good thing, right? Losing bad laws, losing bad people. I think, though, overall, I think food is still going to be an issue. Food scarcity, food stabilization. I don't think we're going to see any of that until the end of the 6 months. All right. All right. Well, thank you very much for your kind attention to this matter. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.